Cousins, third phase of moon. Welcome back, everybody, from around the world. I'm on the road right now, so my audio is coming in a little scratchy, but we're going to go ahead and break this news right now. We're coming in from Richmond, Virginia. David Lewis captured something quite incredible. It's going crazy right now on Facebook with about 1.4 million views. We've got permission to share this incredible video. We're going to shout out the world-class Bossman Radio. And David Lewis is here to share his incredible video to the YouTube world on via Third Phase of Moon Radio. And right now we're doing it live, and we're going to bring in David right now. David Lewis, how you doing over there today?
How's it going, Blake? How you doing, man?
Doing good. Yeah, I got your video. People were sharing it to me, said, hey, man, Blake, you got to take a look at this, look at what David captured. And I reached out to David, and within about maybe 20 minutes of correspondence, we're doing it live. Can you tell us exactly where you were? What did you think this was? What got your attention? And what are people thinking about what just went down in that area?
Well, I was currently at work, and I'm a truck driver, and I drive for Coca-Cola. And I came in early, about 7:30, and dropped up some paperwork. I was driving around the side of the building, and there's a tree line there. So as I looked at the tree line, I saw a big cloud. I mean, that really didn't strike my attention because it was just white. So as I drove around to the yard to get my trailer, I noticed to my left that the sunrise was coming up. So as I back into my trailer and I look to my left, I see this roll cloud moving pretty fast. Now, this is going to sound funny. It's going to sound quite bizarre, but my first reaction to that, it made me hungry. And I'm going to tell you why it made me hungry. Because I'm a diabetic. And, you know, all diabetics know that we are not allowed to have sweets because it's bad for our sugar. So it was 7:30 in the morning. I'm hungry, and I look up to the clouds, and it's orange. And the first thing that I can think of is, okay, God just sent me a huge Twinkie. Okay, so let me find my phone and start recording this. And then finally I realized it wasn't a huge Twinkie. And then I just noticed how the clouds were rotating backwards, but it was moving towards me, and it was moving pretty fast. So I didn't know what was going on. It kind of spooked me a little bit because from where I was standing and where I was taking this footage from, the weather was, the temperature wasn't cold and it wasn't windy. But the second that roll cloud moved over my head, it immediately got frigid cold, and the wind kicked up something wicked. So now I'm freaking out. Now I'm like, okay, I'm going back to the truck because if something falls out of the sky, like an alien or some tentacles, I'm going to be in trouble. So I need to go back to the truck and sit there until this thing moves over my head. But it was bizarre. I caught that at a good angle, at a good time, because, right behind the building was the sunrise. As I got out of the truck and I started walking under this roll cloud, the sunrise was coming up, and it just, the color from the sunrise just caught the cloud perfect, and it just turned the whole thing orange. But, it kind of freaked me out because it was rolling backwards. And when I finally got home, because I watch the Weather Channel all the time, I mean religiously, and when I got home and I turned on the Weather Channel hoping to see somebody else's footage to figure out what was that, the people on the Weather Channel got another footage of somebody else's version of it in Williamsburg, Virginia, which is like 20 minutes from where I was standing at, like 20 miles up the road. But it didn't have the color. It was just one white cloud, and, it looked normal. And they called it a roll cloud. And what it is a cold front is pushing into the area. And the wind speed, the airflow above the cloud is faster than the wind flowing under it. So it made that whole, row of clouds rolled backwards, but the cold front was pushing it my way, while the wind speed up top was pushing it the opposite way, which made it roll. And when they showed a map of it, it went from Maine all the way to Georgia. It was just one complete cloud from Maine to Georgia. And me being in the southeast corner of Virginia, Georgia is maybe 6-7 hours from me, south of me, and I might have caught just the last, 300 miles of that cloud. So it was quite amazing.
Absolutely. What I'm concerned about, it's really weird because you really don't see these every day, and some people are even bringing to the conversation that it could be some kind of maybe weaponized weather or HARP. CERN comes to mind. Some people maybe project.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
I've been reading.
Captured.
Yeah, I've been reading. Yeah, I've been reading through the comments. The comments are coming in so fast. I've been trying to keep up and respond to everybody. People were saying, "Oh, here come the aliens," or they're calling it HARP, or somebody else called it a morning glory. I guess that's the religious term for what I captured, a morning glory. But the Weather Channel and meteorologists is calling it a roll cloud. And from what the people in the comments were saying, it's common in a lot of people in Australia was commenting on this video, and they were saying it's common there, so they wasn't really surprised to see something like that because it's common there. But here in the southeast corner of Virginia, we really don't see this kind of cloud formation here. I mean, it's either
absolutely very bizarre,
sky blue,
David,
or cloudy. It's just,
Yeah, you captured something amazing, and that's what we want to get people's opinions. And if they were in the area and they captured this, we also want to share this. David, you got a radio show. Why don't you tell everybody what that's all about, where they could get in touch with you? Because people are going to be wanting to talk to you when they see this video on Third Phase of Moon.
Yeah, I do a podcast radio show on Spreaker.com, and my podcast also gets shared to iHeartRadio. If you log into Spreaker.com, that's SPREAKER.com. You can log in through Facebook and you use your password. You can go there. You can search DJ The Boss Lewis, WBRP, which stands for World Class Bossman Radio Presents. It's myself, including two other DJs that live in Buffalo, New York, DJ Delightful and his girlfriend, DJ QK74. We have a complete week lineup of shows. Like what's today? Today is Wednesday, so tonight DJ QK74 is doing her Wind Down Wednesdays, and then Thursdays DJ Delightful does the Perfect Storm. Friday nights, me and Delightful go back to back. I do a late night grind show, and he does the late night grind show. Saturdays we take off. Usually I might come on sometime Saturday afternoon and do a quick 3-hour mix or something like that. And then on Sundays is our Triple Play Sundays, where we do back-to-back shows of old school music. I start off at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Sweet Soulful Sundays. DJ QK74 comes on at 4 p.m. right after me with Soul Sister Sundays, which he plays nothing but artists featuring all sisters, all female artists. And then at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from 6 to 8, my man DJ Delightful comes on with Old Soul Sundays. And we do this every Sunday. On Mondays, they tag team on a show called The Real Quiet Storm, where they play a lot of slow jams. Spreaker.com has a live chat room, so you can conversate with the DJs. We also do live shout-outs. A lot of, when I get on my DJ controller and I'm looking at the chat room, and somebody pops into my chat room, I give them a live shout-out, while I'm doing my mix, and, we just have fun. It's all about bringing our listeners good music, having a good time, having fun in the chat room, laughing, joking. And that's what WBRP is all about, man. We like hanging out with friends and family, and we like playing good music, and we like entertaining. So, come by, sign up for Spreaker.com. It's a free sign up. And just search DJ The Boss Lewis and search DEQK74. That's DJ Delightful and QK74 at the same time. They do the same. They do these shows at the same platform, and I do mine on my separate one. And then we have the iHeart app on your phone. You can search DJ The Boss Lewis, WBRP, and you can search WBRP DJ Delightful. You'll find both our shows up there. And
great.
It's all about having a good time.
Absolutely. It's all about having good times and sharing a strange weather phenomenon. That's definitely something you got strange going on. And we're going to be supplying David Lewis's link and contact info in the description below, everybody. So appreciate you tuning in. And thank you, David, so much for sharing your video of something very strange, whatever you want to call it. It's bizarre.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Blake. I appreciate it, man. It's happy to be on the show, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody, keep your eyes in the skies out there. Have that camera ready. If you're like David, he had a steady hand. He knows how to capture things. Submit it to us to Third Phase of Moon after you upload it to YouTube. Send that link over. Blake Cousins. We'll see everybody again next time.